insinuated.
Brad's thing is if they're funny, it's
okay.
Yeah, it's good. More college news. The Bills, Raiders, and 49ers all, that's in the college news. I don't know why I put it here. Oh, I put it here because we're talking about 49ers. Have all interviewed Mike Shanahan.
I don't mind Shanny. He's a Super Bowl winner.
He's
Super
good,
Bowls.
Yeah.
Here's the 3 people I'd rather have.
Okay.
Not the OC for New England Patriots. What's his name?
Jagger.
Mick something.
Uh-huh.
He was the one who coached the Broncos and had that. He won the first 9 games and then the team blew up and he sucked the next year and a half.
He wasn't with Tebow Broncos.
Josh McDaniels. I do not want him. So
Okay.
stop talking.
Fine.
Rex Ryan of the Jets.
You do not?
I would love Rex Ryan.
Oh, you do want Red.
Yes.
Rex.
Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator for the Cardinals. I'll take him. He did play for the Niners one year.
Okay.
He was a player. And then I would also take the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks. I wouldn't mind any of those 3 players. I wouldn't mind Shanahan either, but I would take those 3 first.
I think the whole Seahawks to Niner transition will not be favored.
It'd be kind of weird, huh?
Be a lot weird. So we'll see.
He'll probably go to Seattle or something anyways.
Yeah.
Atlanta. I
yeah.
said Seattle. Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that thing. Let's talk pro sports here. The Panthers playoffs wild cards happened over the weekend. The Panthers buried the Cardinals. The Ravens went over the Steelers in Pittsburgh, by the way.
Yeah, but
did not see that coming.
When I made my predictions, I predicted Le'Veon Bell would be healthy enough to play the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was not, and we saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They just did not look like the same team.
The Colts, went over the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cowboys fucking charted one out over the Lions.
I know. Romo, he finally did it.
Tony Romo pulled one out.
He didn't blow it in the 4th and actually got a clutch touchdown.
That's right.
But Andy Dalton, 0-4 now in the playoffs.
Well, no shock there. We'll get back to this Cowboys game in just a second. But so next, or actually this coming weekend, you're going to see the Ravens versus the Patriots on Saturday, early game.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Panthers versus the Seagulls Saturday, early game. Exactly. Mine. Cowboys versus Packers early Sunday, and Colts versus Broncos late Sunday.
What a game!
That'll be a game.
I think I like the Dallas and Green Bay game, and I like the Denver and Indianapolis game.
I called it before. I have Packers going over Dallas and eventually going all the way to lose to the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I feel the same way. Well, not for the loss, but
Green Bay's going to win.
I feel Green Bay's. Yeah, remember, I think Green Bay's going to beat the Broncos.
Aaron Rodgers is going to double check his way into the
so I got Green Bay there as well.
All right,
I got Green Bay.
I'm okay either way.
I got them winning the Super Bowl.
You
got the Patriots. I got them.
Yeah, but I think both teams will be there either way. Let's get back to this Cowboys game that just happened this weekend. The VP of officiating says that the Cowboys got away with a defensive holding at the end there that led to the Cowboys scoring and then winning the game. I'll twat this out Tuesday morning for you guys at the Charity Strick, no E at the end. If you want to go check out, there's a little quick clip of the actual potential infraction. Here's the thing. Not in the course of a game, if you were to pick out every single bad call or non-call by the refs, this was not that bad of a call.
No.
Here's what made it bad, though. It led to an interception that then led to the Cowboys winning. Okay, so that's a little dicey. The weird part that really made it questionable was they threw the flag and then picked it up. Why did you pick it up?
Right, because it wasn't a pass interference, and if a ref saw it, then keep it a foul.
Because he did go and hold his shoulder.
He shoved the shoulder last second.
And he was not looking at the ball.
Right, and he had his back to the ball, which is a big no-no if you're in pass protection.
All he had to do was look at the fucking ball.
If you look at the ball and you shove your body into the guy, they're not going to call it.
Hell, you don't have to look at the ball. Just look up.
Pretend like you're jumping for the ball.
Right.
And you can do whatever you want there.
So, yes, it should have been defensive holding, but it wasn't like a blatantly huge no call.
No, I mean, in real time, it didn't look like anything.
Exactly. But what drew the attention was the fact that they threw the flag and then picked it up.
Yep.
So now,
and then the slow motion camera.
Right. So now everyone's watching. Had they never thrown a flag, no one would give a shit about it.
And not only that, like I told you earlier in private conversation.
You did.
Troy Aikman, a former Cowboy, was talking about how blatant that call was, and it should have been a pass interference.
Right.
And when a Cowboy is trying to get a call for the Detroit Lions, that's when people start talking.
Yeah. Answer me this. If the refs, one calls the penalty, the other one says no, can they on their own accord look at the replay?
No replays for flat fouls.
Even if they can't decide what to call?
Nope. No
Okay.
replays for fouls.
So it's not like basketball.
It's judgment. Yeah, I like that part. If it's a foul on the play, no replays, because that would be every play. There would be, hey, that guy was holding someone.
I'm not saying coach replays. I'm saying we cannot make up our mind between the referees here.
I think because they have so many people there that they should be able to come to the right conclusion.
You're right,
So
but
I'm
they're
okay.
fucking retarded.
But when it comes to like fumble, and here's the other thing, that whole situation in itself being called the reason why Cowboys went down and scored
not true.
is a fallacy.
That's horseshit.
Just because A plus B equaled C doesn't mean
Right.
that A led to B led to C.
Yeah. E, F, and G could have happened.
Right.
And prevented that.
Because A, he got a foul called against him. B, the Lions sucked enough where the Cowboys, then C,
We're
made
able
the touchdown.
able to come back.
It could have been A, the Cowboys got the no call, and B, the Detroit Lions fucking dropped their balls and ran after Romo and sacked him and didn't allow a touchdown to happen.
Or hey, how about this? When the Lions are at 4th and 1, how about you go for
How about
it?
you go for it?
When the
Since you
game's
got-
on the line.
Yeah, you got Joik Bell, who was running pretty well in that game.
Yeah.
Why not let him slam into that line and try to get a first down?
Yeah, you guys are pussies.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You deserve to lose the game.
I don't mind that they went with the attempted hard count, but at 5 seconds, if they're not jumping off sides, call the play. Get him to not really jump and really give that ball to Joik Bell, catch him off guard there, and get that fucking first down.
Yeah, pussies.
You giant pussies. And this is why Jim Caldwell was fired by the Indianapolis Colts, because he was a soft coach. That play was soft.
Yep, they deserve to
You
lose.
have the lead in the playoffs. It's four down territory, and you punt the ball.
One thing I learned as a youngster growing up playing organized sports, it's never the ref's fault. You should never be in a position to where one bad call ruins your game.
Exactly.
You should always be putting yourself in a position to where any bad call, you are okay.
Yes.
So it's not the officiating fault. Maybe if I was, if this was against the 49ers, I'd feel differently.
Right. Well,
in that case, fuck that fucking officials.
We'd have a personal interest in it, but that's different.
Right. No, but we're able to look at this fairly, and the worst part about the no call was the throwing of the flag and then picking it up.
Yes, you
should have
called it, and it was the right call.
Yeah, should have gone with
just
it.
Go with it.
Should have gone with it. But go for 4th and 1, you fucking vaginas, when the game is on the line. And how about your defense steps up a little bit?
Right.
Just saying.
Should we predict the other 3 games real quick?
Yeah. What do
So we got the Packers beating the Cowboys.
Right.
You get Broncos and Colts. Yeah.
Hold on. We'll come back to that. That's all
Okay.
right. So Ravens and Pats. Pats, obviously. For
Pats.
Me.
But then again, Ravens have been like their Achilles heel the last few times they played in the playoffs.
Well, that'd be interesting
So
to see.
it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. Panthers, Seagulls. I'm taking Seagulls.
Oh, God. The Panthers are the worst team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, they've looked great lately, but
Well, they're coming from the worst division.
we're talking about Seattle in Seattle here.
Yeah.
Boom. You were just there.
I was.
There was a flag on every corner, right?
There was a
12-man flag.
No joke. There's a flag in every business. It
Yeah.
just said 12.
Yep.
The first 2 I saw, I was like, what? Who's number 12? Oh, that's right. Assholes.
And then
Then we got Cowboys versus Packers. I'm taking Packers.
Packers.
And then, like we said, Colts and Broncos. This is hard. Hard as my cock.
On some days, it's not very hard.
Okay. Hard as my cock tonight.
Tonight, okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's got some beer in it.
I mean, the way Payne's been playing,
It's kind of hard, right?
it's that's what makes it so hard, like my cock. The chat room is lighting up. We've got Mandy saying the Ravens, the Panthers, the Packers, the Broncos.
Whoa, she's got the Panthers over the
Wow.
Seahawks, huh?
I mean, I hate the Seagulls.
That's a bold prediction.
But I would.
I
not.
like it
Hey,
because it's bold.
you went Adam Carolla on that
That's right.
one. Shit. Broncos. Do you have one on there? Do you have a pick? I don't know.
I think the Broncos win. I think Peyton, I think maybe he's been pretending to be more hurt than he
He's
actually
been taking a
is.
break. My immediate gut says Broncos. Like, don't be stupid. Take the Broncos. But then I keep thinking, like, oh,
Colts look great.
Peyton's been playing like shit. Colts looking good.
They look great on Sunday against yesterday against the Bengals.
Where are they? They're in Denver, right?
They're in Denver.
Because of that, I'll go Broncos.
I want the Colts to win. You know why? Because you know how you do the whole put $25 in everybody and draw names,
Draw names.
draw team names.
Okay.
The Colts, the Cowboys.
So not your typical pool. Where
no,
you
it's
pick
just like
teams.
luck. It's all luck. Who you draw, and hopefully they win the Super
See
Bowl.
where this is
and you
going.
get-
It's all luck.
Yeah, I got the Colts.
You did get luck.
So I think the Broncos are going to win, but I want the Colts to win.
How much do you win?
If they win the Super Bowl, I win $300.
Oh, but if they don't win the Super Bowl, you get nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
Winner take all.
I got you.
Yep.
That's cool. We'll move on. We spent a lot of time on that. Excuse me.
She said Peyton over Luck. Mandy in the chat said Peyton over Luck always, but that was this year he did beat him. But last year in Indianapolis, Luck beat Peyton.
Yeah, not the same outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Colts, their kicker Adam Vinatieri kicked a 53-yard field goal the other day.
It was nice,
which is even nicer because he's not known for his distance.
No, he's just very accurate from inside 40 yards.
Right. So that was yesterday. Today he got a note in his locker saying you are being sequestered for a random drug test.
Really?
That doesn't sound very random to me.
He is older too. That
Right.
might be why.
It's like, hey,
how do you get a bigger leg as you get older?
Yeah, you kicked above what we think you should be kicking. What you've been shooting up, buddy. Black Monday was last week. We were not technically here, though we had a great show that you all should have listened to. We had a lot of great songs. That
Mandy loved it.
Yeah.
Mandy
Mike,
in the chat.
That's right. Mike was singing and New Girl was singing. It was pretty good.
I was way better than she was.
That's it.
I
That's
think
right.
the consensus is in.
Let me ask you, how many times have you been paid to sing?
Actually, I did get paid twice.
Really?
Yeah, I sang at a wedding in the quartet, and I sang at a birthday party for the quartet. Or that was a quintet, but it should have been a quartet.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 5 of us that should have been 4.
Right.
I might have been the one that should have been out, but I showed up. I showed up every week.
Right.
So
they're like, how did you see this text?
I stayed
You were purposely left out of it. And like Mandy says in the chat, New Girl's amazing on the songs. She thinks.
She's all right.
She thanks you. Anyway, so Black Monday last Monday, the Falcons fired Mike Smith. Jets fired not only Rex Ryan, but their GM John Idzik, which the fans have been calling for. The fans did not call for Rex Ryan's firing.
They love Rex.
They called for the GM's firing. Rex Ryan, just like Harbaugh, not the problem.
And in this instance, he's not the one that wanted Idzik around either. So, and Geno Smith looks surprisingly good the last 3 weeks of the season.
How about instead of firing all these coaches, we fire Idzik and York?
Yes. Well, I don't see the problem with the Niners is that front office has done a great job. They've brought in great quality players. It's just and they said it was a philosophical difference with Harbaugh. And it really was. It's, do we keep Greg Roman or not? Do we allow Harbaugh to be part of the decision making or not? Because he's kind of abrasive, and it really was a really political thing with that team.
The Niner front office reminds me of the Dodger front office, where it's like, hey man, we're trying really hard to put something together, but we keep just missing on the right chemistry here. We have the right pieces, but not the right chemistry.
And I love what's been happening this offseason. I love it.
With the Niners or the Dodgers?
The Dodgers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just big moves, big changes.
Big cuts.
Why not? What you have is not working. Try something else. I love it.
Blow it up. I think they should blow up the Niners, too.
We got some very respectable people in the front office now.
Yep.
People that have proven track records.
Yeah. Back to football. The Bears got rid of Phil Emery and Mark Trestman.
Good. Trestman was terrible.
GM there, yes.
You're an offensive genius. That's why they brought you in. And you have all these weapons on the offense. And
you have fucking Brandon Marshall.
They can't put it together. They have Matt Forte. They have one of the best tight ends in the world. They have.
I feel like you're giving Forte a little too much credit.
No. Matt Forte is amazing. The most underrated player in the game. Okay. Seriously, the guy was not handed the ball off in most of the games late in the season, yet he was making up for it in the pass game and was still big for me in my fantasy league, even though he wasn't getting that many touches.
I was big for you.
Catching so many balls.
Bennett,
one of the best tight ends in the league. Alshon Jeffrey, an amazing second wide receiver for the Bears.
Yeah.
And nothing. Cutler sucks too, but that's another story.
And Doug Maroney stepped down from the Bills. Mysteriously stepped down.
But did you see the terms of it, though? He gets to leave with his 2015 contract money.
Really?
He gets that $4 million, and it doesn't count against him when he signs with another team. It's scot-free $4 million, and he gets to move on to another team. And he'll probably be hired by the Jets.
This sounds like a Mike Brown deal.
He was an assistant for the Jets, and he's probably going to get that job. And the reason why he left is what they're saying is when they made the deal.
Because they're going to pay him either way?
Yeah, he's going to get paid way more by leaving than staying. I don't blame him. But also, in the last year's draft, the 2014 draft, The Bills traded with the Cleveland Browns to move up to the number 3 pick to get Sammy Watkins, a wide receiver. Maroney didn't want to do